And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's live stream, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, just under 300 subscribers away from the big 50,000, so if you haven't already hit that big red button, then please consider doing so. Yes guys, you read the title, some interesting news with regards to transfers. Very, very different, of course, because the transfer window shut a couple of days ago. However, the Saudi Pro League's sort of transfer window still continues yet for another week or so, or just under a week. I think shuts on the 7th. And basically, the Saudi teams are still making moves in and around the sort of transfer market, looking to bring into players. Look, they've had a crazy spending spree this summer. Of course, spending the second most. I think the Premier League was at around 2 billion in total spend, and I think the Saudi Pro League was at around 700 to 800 million pounds. However, if you take into account the wages and the player contracts they were sort of given out, then it would be a lot more. But look, there's some more news with regards to Mo Salah, and I know there's some of you guys that are subscribed to the channel that don't really like anything. You're very protective over Mo Salah. However, it's my duty to bring you the information when it sort of comes. And unfortunately, there is some news with regards to Mo Salah, of which we're going to be discussing with you in today's video. So the Mo Salah state of play has been well documented over the last couple of weeks. It had been reported around a couple of weeks ago that Al Ittihad were interested in Liverpool forward Mo Salah. However, Liverpool remained on the stance that the player was not for sale and is not for sale. There was a verbal bid submitted by the Saudi champions of £100 million with a potential for £50 million extra in add-ons. And again, this was sort of rejected by Liverpool, and Liverpool did stand firm and said, look, this is closed. Case is closed. We do not want to sell the player. That is it. Final. Now, nothing has changed on the front of Liverpool's situation. No, they don't want him to go. No, they're pretty confident that they're going to be keeping him around for this season at least. They're pretty confident that he's going to be a Liverpool player until at least the end of the season. However, look, there is reports coming out of Saudi Arabia and in Al Ittihad that they do want to try and test Liverpool's resolve one more time before the end of the transfer window. Now, there is a fair few sources bringing this one with regards to his situation, and what it's been stated, the latest we do have for you, is that Liverpool insist Mo Salah, first and foremost, is not for sale. Yes, we already knew that, right? However, Al Ittihad still want to make a second improved offer within the next 48 hours. I understand that this could be a package of around £175 million with £120 million guaranteed, but it could rise to £200 million inclusive of gettable or achievable add-ons. So very, very interesting stuff there with over the next 48 hours. Al Ittihad are looking to try and line up another bid or to try and test Liverpool's resolve that could be close to £200 million inclusive of achievable add-ons. Now, this is very, very interesting, of course, because that is close to the money that Paris Saint-Germain paid for Neymar back in 2017, and we've never really seen a figure that's close ever, really, let's be perfectly honest. I still do think Liverpool won't sell the player. Al Ittihad apparently are prepared to wait as well. They've said that if obviously it doesn't go through, they'll come again next year. And obviously next year does prove to be different for Liverpool because, well, Mo Salah goes into the final year of his contract. The thing is with Mo, he is 31 years old, so people on the surface level probably looking at it, look, why don't the club just cash in on him, especially at £200 million? But I never really look into players' ages such as Mo Salah, because Mo Salah, well, he looks after his body. He's in tremendous state. He's probably more like a 27-year-old and is super valuable to Liverpool and what they want to go on and achieve this season. And as I said earlier on in the earlier video, I do think Liverpool can go on and probably compete on all fronts for major silverware this year, including the league title. Some may say that is slightly diluted, but I do think they can, and Mo Salah could play a huge part to it. So I don't think Liverpool will entertain this next improved offer from Al Ittihad, but it's certainly getting to the figures now where you've kind of got to have a conversation about it. You know, £200 million for a 31-year-old in a business sense and an economic sense. You've got to have those conversations, unfortunately. So, again, do I still see it happening? No, but it is getting to the figures where it could be slightly more tempting. I mean, as I think Jamie Carragher alluded to on Friday Night Football, if this offer was around 4 or 5 weeks ago, I think we'll be sitting in a situation where Mo Salah is actually off playing in Saudi Arabia. But then we have enough time to go out there and go get replacements, bring in other players and all the rest of it. But it's at a situation now where we can't be doing that because, well, there is no time. The transfer window is shut. And are we going to be able to get the goals that Mo Salah possesses? Look, can we hang on? Can we have him for the season, have the quality and what Mo Salah brings to this team for one more season? And then in the summer, you know, cash in for £100 million or something like that. Look, it won't be £200 million next year because he'll be in the final year of his contract. But certainly probably get £100 million for him still next year. Still get another season out of him. So I do think that's what Liverpool should be probably trying to do. I can't imagine us selling him, but again, Al Ittihad are a very, very wealthy side and they are coming in once again for an offer, and that is the breaking news this evening. They're coming back to the table for a second offer of something close to around £200 million with all the sort of add-ons included. But having said that, I still don't see a world in which Liverpool sell this summer. But let's have a little look at what you guys think in the live chat. What do you think? Sell him, invest in the club. He's doing next year anywhere. We got enough to cover, says Lee. Gareth says Mo has had his time. Sell him. Origala says he is not actually needed. Should we get 200 million? Think about it, guys. How well can we spend that amount? Zach says we'll need Salah about as much as a boil on the end of your man parts. Jen says, tell them to bugger off. So there's a mixed views of what Liverpool fans want there in the comment section. I do think, you know, £200 million, what is £200 million worth to you right this second when the transfer window is shut? I could agree maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, but I feel like Liverpool could still command around 100 million quid next year. I still think they can get a lot of money for Mo next year. So I wouldn't sit here and try and sell him, to be perfectly honest with you. Vine says need to keep Salah's transfer window is closed, sell him next year. I agree. Zach says Salah is our version of Ronaldo at United. Watch us flourish when he's gone, says Zach. Oh, really? Again, it's mixed views. I think everyone's got mixed views on what would be the case. Again, just to reiterate my point, I'm more on the point where, well, Liverpool can't spend the 200 million quid, so do keep him for another year, get the best out of him, and then sell him for 100 million pounds next year. Because they'll still pay 100 million quid next year regardless. It's not like his price is going to drop or anything like that. So, yeah. Bruce says Sal, he could break his leg next week. Wow. Take the money and build for the next 4 to 5 years, says Manny Hansbow. But you don't think we can go on and win the league this year, no? Interesting. But guys, that is the news. I'm just doing a short live, really, just to update you on it all. But yeah, as always, guys, please do hit the old like button and subscribe to the channel. And let me know your thoughts on Mo Salah. Would you sell if it was a bid of £200 million in the next 48 hours? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That does bring us to today's live. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, guys. And I'll see you